Good evening. I think it's 6:30. Oh, it's not. It's almost 7 o'clock. 6:52. All right. So I know I've been talking about the three things you should know about manifesting. So I'm gonna keep kind of going on this tangent to break it down because I feel like we hear so much about manifestation, but law of attraction, and we don't really understand how any of this stuff works. So my goal is to help break down how these things actually work. And so I named this live today the feeling of the answered prayer. And it comes from that line in particular, comes from a doctor, philosopher, author. Of course, he since passed, was a part of the New Thought Leader Age, and his name is Dr. Joseph Murray. And he wrote a book called Your Friend, the Subconscious. So, what is the subconscious mind and the conscious mind? Well, we are more familiar with the conscious mind because the conscious mind is the mind to which we are actually aware. Like we are aware that we are breathing. We are aware when we take a step. We are aware when we pick up a pen, when we put a pen down. Like conscious means that you are aware. You're awake and you are aware. But the subconscious mind is the mind that lives right below the conscious mind. And the subconscious mind runs on autopilot. So, for example, subconsciously, you don't have to tell your body how to breathe. Your body just breathes, right? You don't have to be consciously aware of your lungs filling up with air and then expanding out as you blow the air out. So you subconsciously breathe. When you go to bed at night, your body subconsciously breathes without you having to stay awake at night to make sure that your body is still going to breathe. So all of our organs in our body function subconsciously. And so in our minds, we have this conscious part, which is in the forefront, and we have the subconscious part, which is in the background. But the subconscious mind never turns off. The conscious mind does turn off. It turns off when we go to sleep, take a nap, whatever, right? But our subconscious mind is always playing in the background. And so our subconscious mind picks up on everything that is around us. Even if we consciously don't pick up of the things around us, our subconscious mind does. And so it's really important for you to speak kindly to your subconscious mind. Speak consciously, be conscious about speaking to yourself consciously, nicely, kindly, patiently, because your subconscious mind is listening to that. So the messages that you might receive in your mind about things as you were growing up, like I just got off a call with a group that I work with, the Soul Focus group, and today we talked about love and what are the subconscious messages that we learn about love. Subconscious meaning nobody ever came up to you and say like, "Hey, this is what love is," but how did your subconscious mind pick up messages around what love is and what love isn't? And so we play out our subconscious minds consciously every single day. Whatever messages that were demonstrated to us in our more formative years, generally are those same messages that we really play out, whatever that is, if it's around love, if it's around family, if it's around career, around relationships, whatever that programming or whatever has been put into our subconscious mind is what we consciously pick up on. Okay. All right. I said so much about conscious and subconscious. The point of this live is to talk about how do you attract the things that you want? How do you actually manifest? Well, I gave three ways to which we don't know about manifesting that we should know. But I'm about to take this a step further. So, the feeling of the answered prayer, just think about what that sounds like to begin with. The feeling of the answered prayer. The feeling of the answered prayer. So, when you are praying, you are asking God or you asking the universe or whatever. I know that you're like, oh God, if you could send me some more money, oh God, if you help me get this job, oh God, if you help me do this, you want to do that, right? So what that means is that you have to assume the feeling of how it will feel once your prayer has been answered. So concentrate more on what that will feel like if you had X amount of money, what that would feel like if you got that job, what it would feel like if you got the relationship that you wanted, what it will feel like if you got your health back in order. So you have to assume that feeling, and that is actually a law that was created in part by Neville Goddard. I mean, he didn't really create the law because it's a spiritual law, but he termed it in a way that may be a little bit more relatable. So it's called the law of assumption. And again, that man's name is Neville Goddard. And so what he talked about was assuming that feeling already. So you, just like you can assume a position, you can assume a feeling. So what does that feeling feel like? Does it feel joyous? Do you feel just elated? You feel energetic? You feel diplomatic, you feel nice, you feel whatever it is that you believe that you will feel once that prayer has been answered, that you got that new house, that you got that new car. And I don't want to make this all about material things, because manifesting is so much deeper than a physical material thing. In fact, the material physical part is the last part that happens. You have to envision, think about it here, that's the 5D. You have to feel it and assume the feeling, that's the 4D. And then the 3D is the actual physical, tangible, material manifestation of said prayer or said thing that you want. You might desire to have loving, trusting friendships or something like that. It doesn't have to be something that is absolutely tangible. It can be the intangibles. It can be romantic love. It can be amazing friendships, amazing partnerships and colleagues and opportunities or whatever it is. But again, it starts here. You have to come up with the idea first of what it is that you want, and then you assume the feeling of how that will feel when that prayer is answered. So there are 3 steps, because I love my threes. 333 is 3 steps to getting to the feeling of the answered prayer. Those 3 steps are: capture that feeling, imagine that feeling, and actually feel that feeling. So when you capture it, it means that you are thinking of this thought and you like, ooh, I like that thought. That is a very nice thought. If I had that house, if I had that opportunity, if I was able to travel to this place, if I was able to do this thing, whatever it is, if I could have this family, if I could, whatever. So you capture that image in your mind. Capture the image. You can call it visualization, you can call it imagination, whatever it is, but you want to be able to capture that picture. And then you want to, the second step is imagine that picture over and over again. Keep that picture that you captured in your mind, keep it there. Just keep it there. Just keep it there. Like, just think about it. Keep it there, right? Some people use vision boards. Some people use journaling. But the point is to imagine that idea or that picture of what it is that you ideally would like your life to look like. And then the third thing is to actually feel it. You have to evoke those electrical emotions. You have to evoke those electrical emotions in order for you to resonate and vibrate, literally, That's a spiritual law, the law of vibration, which means nothing rests. Everything is moving, right? So when you feel the feeling or you evoke those emotions that resonate with what you captured and you imagined for your life, then when you release those emotions and those electrical motions, the feeling, it vibrates. It's a frequency. And so that frequency is happening internally inside your body. And then it is coming out of your body like steam would. And that electrical emotion is going out into the universe, into the atmosphere. And it's literally going and traveling out to find the matching frequency of the thing that you desire. So it's important for you to keep up on that frequency, keep up on that vibration, because that will be the vibration that will then match to the desire that you say that you want. So, yes, are you going to have to be conscious of this? Are you going to have to be conscious of this? Yes, you're going to have to be conscious of this because it's already happening in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind has already accepted that this is the thing that you want. Now, your subconscious mind know whether or not you bullshitting or not. Like your subconscious mind, even though it picks up and it sees everything that you desire, your subconscious mind is constantly playing this out for you. But sometimes your conscious mind can sabotage your subconscious mind. So you got to be mindful of that. And a way that you kind of get out of your own way is to ensure that you are keeping the vibration exactly where it is that you need it to be so that it matches with the thing that you desire. Because you want it to be able to bring back to you what you put out. So that's the matching energy. Right. So you want to capture it, you want to imagine it, and you want to actually feel it. And so that is how you begin to manifest your desires in real time, in real life. It starts here in the 5D, that's the subconscious mind. Then on the 4D level is the emotions and the feelings. You got to feel it so that it vibrates out here into the atmosphere. And then the third thing is on the 3D level, when you see it actually materialize, when you see it actually come to fruition in the material physical plane. So this is a part, again, of the series, the 3 things that you should know about manifesting. And within that is the feeling of the answered prayer. What's the 3? You got to capture it, imagine it, and you got to feel it. All right, y'all. Till next time.